Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll have a choice day. I think we didn't have one last month, but we'll have in June. So 1st of June it starts a new choice day sale on AliExpress. And what is this? My prescription sunglasses. Actually not sunglasses, they are normal glasses, but you will have like clip on accessories. Like this one, it's for night driving, I really don't care. And these ones are the polarized sunglasses, and you can even flip them like this. So pretty cool for fishing. I think I paid 24 euros. The prescription works pretty accurate. I didn't see any difference from these glasses to the ones that I use. Only difference that I can tell is that the frame it's actually quite light, and I will not know for the durability of them for quite a long time because I need to test them. But you get everything on a nice pouch like this. So you have all the covers in here, nice fabric, and the glasses. Glasses also have a neat thing. So in here you have a little bit of rubber, which means that on the summer when I'm sweaty and I hang my head down, they will not creep up on me, but I can see perfectly with them, and they will be enough for me when I'm fishing if the polarized lenses work. But enough of that. I know what you want. You want the deals, and the deals are in here, as you can see. So this is the front page for AliExpress. So we are still 6 hours away, at least in Portugal, from the sale. But if you click on the banner, you will reach the sale page. So let's see the deals. And we have 2 on 19, 10 on 19, 20 on 169, 40 on 369, 30 on 259, 5 on 39, and 7 on 59. So for some reason they are not in order, but enough with that. As you can see in here, you will have a lot of stuff, but as usual on the last few videos, let's start with the new stuff. And the new stuff, it's another sheet. So the BFS Reels have been appearing everywhere on AliExpress, like on a lot of shops. This is a choice item. This is not the one you're looking for. So you have this, which says long range dual use. I think it means it has 2 spools, one shallow, one deep. It sort of looks like a plasticky Zana. You have the electromagnetism, so the DC version on dark, the DC version on silver, and this 100 size reel. This is a Cheetah, so sort of a normal reel. But I think the price on these ones, I think it's different. It's a different store. But moving on with new stuff, we are starting to get flooded with electronical controlled braking systems on baitcasters on AliExpress. This is another one, Lufashi. I don't know the brand. It says CNC water drop, which basically translates from some language to baitcaster. Wheel DC intelligent electronic brake fishing wheel, all metal small weight micro object universal belt. I don't know. Basically in here it says Lufa West. It has a cat or a panda with a fish in there on the hand, and it says it has Bluetooth. So I really don't know. I just put it in here because it's new. And if we move on, we have another DC controlled reel, but this one is from Ivo. It's the Ivo Arise Cyber X. They will have like different gear ratio, so 6.3 to 1, 7.2 to 1, and 8.3 5.21. So you will have with Bluetooth and with no Bluetooth. I don't know what the Bluetooth does, but this seems quite a fine reel. I don't know how it will be compared with the Miak because I don't have it, and I don't know if I will have it, if I will order it because it's so expensive. But either way, new stuff, a lot of DC incoming from the CDM market. Now with more affordable and conventional stuff, we have a new rod by Surunoya. So this is the Subtile. It's a trout rod, sort of looks like the design like the Stream King. Not that it's the same rod because Stream King is very small, but the handle gave me the vibes of that. It looks quite cool. I really like the handle. It looks classy. It looks like a proper stream rod. It's Surunoya, so it will be good. You will have it on casting, spinning, weight. It will vary from 82 or 81 to 92 grams. All of them are 1 to 6 grams cast weight, few gigates. The line weight it's from 1 to 4 pounds. The range it's from 5'3" to 6 foot. So it will cover the basics. So 1.60 meters, 1.68 and 1.83 meters. All of them are two-parters. The guides will vary from 7+1 to 9+1. So looks cool, might get one. Probably near the winter because I really have too much on my plate right now. Also new, this is from Seaknight. I know it's a 3000 and I usually don't cover 3000 size reels, but it's not that expensive. It's 32 euros. Sort of like Seaknight because they have European warehouses, so sometimes the stuff gets really cheap. The Slardar, and also because it says C3000S. If we go on the info, you see that you have a support slider, which probably means it will have a little bit better stability on the up and down movement. On the spool, it's a very shallow spool. I think this is sold for edging, so squid fishing, that sort of stuff. That for some reason, like my feed on AliExpress have been blasted with squid fishing rods, you know, the short ones with the elastic point, the elastic tip. And man, it sort of looks cool. I would say it looks cool. So we haven't hit the stats. So compact 3000S, 5.2 to 1 gear ratio, 228 grams. So not that heavy. I would say this is probably sort of a 1500 2000 size reel. 9+1 ball bearings, 8 kilos of drag. It will take 200 meters of 0.6 PE, so quite on point. Also from Seaknight, one cool thing about Seaknight is that they have like, unlike most Chinese brands, they will have continuation of the product lineup. So we are on the 4th iteration of the Windrunner. This is the Seaknight Windrunner. And that's cool, man. I had the Trent, I had the Archer from them, and I like that they have continuation. I never ordered the Windrunner for some reason. I only find the good deals on the ones with the deep spool. And also I cannot remember if they had deeper spool or if the deeper spool was plastic, but either way, with this one you can see that the 2000 version you can order it with a deep and a shallow spool. And for some reason, if you look at this graphic in here for the model, it sort of looks like a brand that I know that is from Japan, that starts with Dai and ends with Iowa. So specs in here, we don't have weight for some reason, but the 3000 it's 228 grams. So the 2000, in this case the 3000, sorry, So the 2000 should be lower. So around 200 grams, 9+1 ball bearings. In here you also don't have the line capacity or the drag. I would say probably 8 kilos, something like that. And let me check. So now we'll have a lot of stuff from Histar. They seem to be pumping products left and right. They released a lot of stuff that says just butterfly. So this is the butterfly super fast Mandarin Finch per pen use long distance eye sensitivity. I think they opened a dictionary and just went berserk. So you have Fuji guides. The rod actually looks quite nice with some orange accents, but there's a lot going on the rod. So if you like a busy aesthetic, this might be for you. I don't know if I will like the grips because it's a little bit weird, but basically you only get one light rod, which is the 6'3". So other than that, it starts to creep up on weight. All of them are extra fast, allegedly, but as you can see, it looks quite cool. 30 plus 4-ton carbon construction, Fuji guides, but very expensive, 100 euros. Again, I only feature because it's a new rod. Sorry for the price. For some reason, every time I open something from Histar, it will just open the bulk savings. So if you buy on bulk, it will be 20 something euros. If you buy only one, it's for some reason it's 61. Basically, also branded as a butterfly. It's a telescopic rod with a solid tip. Nothing to brag about. I don't think it should be that good, but either way, new product from Asida. But it has something about it that I like, because if you see the tip is under 1 millimeter, which should indicate a bit of sensitivity and casting ability. Let's move on because we are still on Histar. Again, another butterfly. This one actually looks quite good. 4-part rod is seen here. It has actually a butterfly. It looks like the one from Pokemon. That I'm too tired to remember the name. But you can see in there the graphics and the designs are actually quite good. I quite like all the rods from Histar. They look quite fancy. Yeah, in here you can see the it sort of even looks like engraving, but quite nice and different looking rod. But again, very expensive, 94 euros. The difference on this one is that you can choose between solid and hollow tips. You will have casting and spinning versions as usual. The weights will be 1.68 meters in all of them for some reason. Yeah, you can have them in 3-4 parts and hollow or solid tips and casting and spinning. So a lot of diversity, but again, I only feature because it's new and it's ultralight. Man, still Histar and still butterfly. 62 euros for some. I don't like this reel. Look, the spool, it's a little bit too deep. Weighs 7 grams. I don't like the look of the reel. Let's check the rest of the info. So this is the Histar butterfly, and in here it says Presso. I would say this is for light or medium light fishing, not low BFS. I think Histar, it's just, or in this case Asida, is just pumping stuff out. They also have now a series of reels, like, so next product, this one, the X1. I got the X6, I think, coming because I got the early bird deal and it was so inexpensive, I think like 14 euros, and I ordered one just out of curiosity. But man, this looks so generic. I know that you can order like full ceramic, stainless, and semi-ceramic ball bearings, but this just looks mid, and it doesn't look like an improvement on a company that made the Aurora Air with all the flaws that it had. So, bit weird. And now something new. So, little bit of unboxing. Let's change the camera. So Booms, let's change again so I can explain. Booms asked me if I could review some of their stuff, which came on the right time because I'm building another, I will not say backpack, but I'm building another bag. I just bought, you know, the cheap chest bags from AliExpress that you can buy. You have a lot of, I don't have it with me right now, which is a shame, but I have it in the car and I use it for wet wading. So when I'm wet wading, I usually get water until a little bit like 3 or 4 fingers over my waist, which means I cannot really go with my sling backpack because it will get wet, at least on the bottom. I cannot go with my Kingdom fanny pack because it will also get wet. And basically I bought the chest pack because it will not appear on the camera and it's actually quite nice. So they sent me with they gave me a discount to order the stuff, which was very kind. This, which I will show you how it can solve one of our problems as fishermen, as you can see in here. I also ordered scissors, lanyards, and a lightweight multi-tool or fisherman plier, and I will show you right now. This is the pouch that you can take it out of the mic because I will wreck the sound. So basically it's a silicone pouch that can, let me try to do it. It can expand a little bit if you need the extra space, and it will close and you can open later on. As you can see, it has a zipper. But the good thing about this is that it has the carabiner, so you put it like, I will put it on my chest pack, or if I'm with other backpack or the fanny pack, I will put it just there on the side. And when I'm stripping my leader, or for some reason I break my line, and you always get this little bit of line on you, or you have a heavy backlash on your baitcaster and you take like a couple of feet or meters of line and you put it on the pocket, and it's very, very hard because it's such a light line, and it will come, it will just grab your fingers and come out of the pocket, and then you're just loitering everywhere. So with this, you just pick the line, put it in here, and this little silicone, man, this looks very dirty on camera, but basically, ah man, this looks like I'm reviewing things on OnlyFans. But either way, you pick your line or your trash, you put it in here, and as you pull your fingers out, these silicone 4 tabs in here will keep the trash from coming from the pouch, which is quite a nice thing. And now with us wet wading, at least me wet wading, I don't want to trash the river or even the bank, so pretty cool. And now it's still on early bird deals. You have 15 units that you can order for 4 euros and 44 cents. Choice item, it will get a discount. The material, it's actually, it feels quite nice. My wife was already eyeballing it, so it's allergy season, so I think she wanted it to put the tissues, the used tissues, but man, this one will go straight to my chest pack. Also from them, they were kind enough to not obliging me to order what they wanted. They just asked me what I wanted, and I always want stuff for ultralight. Nice pair of small scissors for braid, so they are serrated. They look actually quite good. Everything in here is silicone, and with that also came a lanyard. So if I take the lanyard out without popping the mic too much, so you get the lanyard, and on the lanyard you got like a small carabiner and a ring, split ring, like you have on your keychain. So if I am able to do it properly, I can put this on one of my backpacks. And I wanted one from Booms because I have like the normal version. This is all plastic, but I have the black round one that it looks like the ones that you have from Office, and that one works a lot better than the other ones that I had. So I wanted to order more from Booms because theirs didn't fail me yet, and you always have your stuff near you on your backpack, and then you just put this carabiner on spot near you, and you always have your scissor with you. So since I have my new chest bag, I also ordered 3 lanyards. They are actually quite good. And lastly, so this one come on the branded bag, and this is the multi-tool pliers, which will come with, think if you want to put it on your belt. It comes also with a sleeve with velcro, and even this insertion in here if you want to attach the carabiner again to here, so you never lose your multi-tool. And the multi-tool, it's actually quite cool. As you can see, you have a brake over here. It's very light. You have in here the cutters, the braid cutters. You have in here your tip to break up split rings if you want to open. In here you can crimple stuff, in here you can hold stuff, and again the cutters in here. So very light stuff. It shouldn't rust. The braking mechanism works very nice. I never actually went and bothered to buy one of them, these ones, because they are a little bit more expensive. They are like 10 euros, something like that. And man, I regret it because I never lost one of the cheap ones that I have, like the ones that you can buy for 2 euros or something like that. So I think I can invest in one that will last me a longer time, because the cheaper ones, after some time, they just stop cutting good, and they are a mess to deal with split rings, not like this one, because this one I already tested. It opens split rings with no problems. And now maybe I will get the smaller version, because they have like a smaller version, like you have a trigger and then you just have a lever to open and close it, and that will be even better for ultralight applications or wet weighting applications where you shouldn't be carrying that much weight on your chest. It will force even more your ump on the back. So sale is coming. This is the scissor with the lanyard already in the package, 444, so not that expensive. The 3 lanyards, 440. Again, this is a early bird deal. And if we check again, yep, this is the scissor. Everything is linked down on the description as usual, so we will not have problems finding it. This is 4 euros and 40 cents. You get 3 of them, sorry. And this is the pliers, as you can see. So pretty cool looking, under 12 euros, and they will have a lot more applications that I will give them. So as you can see in here, split ring opener, braid cutter, and you even have the smashers in here if you need it for some other thing. And now we move on for the deals. This month, or in this case on this sale, I didn't made any combos because let's try to keep a little bit of variety, and I found actually some good deals this month on this choice day. So beautiful fishing super ultra light, you know, this rod will be featured forever on the channel because it's such a good rod for such a low price, and now it's even lower. I think it's the lowest I've seen it in a couple of months. 27 euros for either the spinning or the casting 1.8 meter version, and the longer version is just 32 euros. So I have both casting and spinning. I prefer the casting version. All the rods that I have, if I have both of them, I always prefer the casting version. If I have the spinning version, I always prefer me fine for some reason. If I'm running a spinning rod, I will almost certainly prefer a me fine rod for some reason. It's they know what they're doing. So great deal. Now from Pure Lure, this is the stream. They only have one model available at 50 euros when the sale starts. This is the Pure Lure stream. It's a multi-part rod, so good for traveling. The model that I have, it's the 664 light casting, and if you see in here the 664 light casting, it's a 6.6 rod, so 2 meters, 4 parts. It says it will cast from 132 ounces to 3 and 16 ounces, so 0.9 to 5.3 grams, which is a lie. It will cast from 2 to 8 at least. It will probably cast more than that. It weighs 103 grams. It has 9+1 guides, and it has a tip of 1.37 millimeters. So the spinning versions have 0.9 millimeters on the tip. So this is actually the cast weight from the spinning versions. So casting versions, it's a little bit higher because you can see the difference on the tip in here. But let's move on. Also from Pure Lure, great finishing on this rod. This is the Pure Lure Grupla, and you have a lot of models. You even have like a Fiamma, old and new model in here, lost for some reason. They will all come around 60 euros or thereabout, and the ones that you are interested are the medium light. So you have them at 6.6 or 1.98 meter, 3 to 17 grams, and you will have them at 2.13 meters. So let me check, 7 foot, something like it. Yeah, 7 foot rods. And in here you can see this is the MLF. It's 3 to 17 grams. Great looking rod at a very, very cool price. If you come down in here on the not this one, this is the creek dance, the dance actually. If you check in here, you will see the MLF spinning and casting. They will have a 1.4 millimeter tip, which is not that much, especially with Pure Lure. Great little rod. If you want a red rod, this actually it's a good one. Continuing to move on, Me Fine will have the Me Fine Illusion Slash under 40 euros before coupons, which is a great little price for this rod. Again, if you want to throw anything under 1 gram and you want a rod that will arch a lot and give you a lot of control over fish, a lot of progression on the band. This is a great little rod, especially this price point. Don't get confused with beautiful rod. They can look similar, like right now it didn't even look that I changed the page in here, but they are very different. So even though the color scheme and the layout of the rod is the same, one is a lot thicker than the other. This one is under 1 gram, the other one really starts over 1 gram. So that's the difference. Also with me fine if you need a rod to do everything that you need ultralight related. Get this 42 euros. The only way you can get it cheaper is if it goes for some reason on super deals, but other than that you get this or the Pegasus. Pegasus is a little bit lighter, but they are hollow tip rods, they can catch anything. Now we move on to BFS Reels. So the Samurai Phantom, which can cast light stuff, again quality control is not the best, but 25 euros. If you have a little bit more to spend, I will advise you to do so and move on to the Anatono Silverino, which will cast the same or lighter stuff than the Phantom, but will not tear itself apart on the process. So this is a little bit better, even the brakes are better. Also coming in a great price, the Kingdom Micro Pro, it will be under 57 euros, so 56.14 euros, great little discount with coupons. You can even throw the shallow spool for this reel and come under 60, so great price. Moving on for spinning reels, because this video is already 32 minutes. Man, I ramble a lot in these videos right now. But either way, coming back to these videos is the Histar Verdant, because it disappears at some point from AliExpress. I really like this reel. 23 euros, it's actually quite good price for this reel. I would rate it a little bit better than the Histar Stream. Again, great price. Handing M1 Elite at 23 euros. If you need a little bit more oomph and can sacrifice the weight, or you putting this on the light rod, great deal. Under 23 euros, it's unbeatable. If you want to kick things a notch, you can go with the Histar Prospect, 164 grams, actually the same size as the Handing 1000 size, because this is a compact 2000 shallow spool. A great little reel, perfectly balanced. The graphics are pretty cool. I really like it. And less than 35 euros. It's a steel, other steel. It's the Tegman C2000S, coming under 50 euros. My favorite reel, my favorite spinning reel. I'm still yet to find one at this price point that I like more. And finishing it off, so you didn't see it on the channel, but I already received it, is the Casking Zephyr 1000 SFS. It looks cool, but I need to make even more tests to see how it is. But again, it is at 50 euros, so a lot cheaper than it used to appear on AliExpress. I also have the Kingdom Micro Pro coming, but it's not here yet, so I cannot really say anything about it. And now just some little sort of small stuff. So if you are having trouble finding smaller lures, this might be for you. 2.5 centimeter lure from Mukon. It's like a swim bait pedal tail sort of stuff, and you even have it in UV form. You can get mixed bags with different colors. Again, I would like a little bit more natural colors, but it is what it is. It's very inexpensive. It's 30 pieces, so pretty cool. Small soft plastic. Continuing on with small soft plastics, these are 50 pieces of 25 millimeter curly tails. So if you want some very small curly tails, you have the ability to buy them. In here, small creature baits, again from Wukong. They make amazing little stuff. These are 30 millimeter. I will not say crawfish, but they are like creature baits. You even have the space in here if you want to throw a very small Texas hook. You here in here have the place to hide the tip of the hook. Also, this is an early birds deal, but you still have 92, so you'll be in time. Man, these lures look crazy. I already talked about them. I have one. I've thrown it in the water. It works amazingly. So if you retrieve it, it will swim like this. And if you let it fall, it will do the same action falling, which is great. And lastly, we have the LSP Thunderstorm Pro 2, which is my favorite braid on AliExpress. And if you want a 0.6 PE 100 meters, it's under 10 euros at around 9 euros. Choice item, we will have the discount, so pretty good price. And that's all that I have for this choice day. I know that I ramble a lot about the new stuff. I even show you some stuff. I don't really have the time right now to do the big unboxings. And by big unboxings, I don't mean the rods and the reels, because that's one thing, and I can do the voiceover of the video very quickly while I'm going through the specs and through my notes. But if I have to do like a lot of stuff, just remembering the names and collecting all the links to put on the description, it's a lot of work, especially if you are like me and you have ADHD, and every time you go look for a link on AliExpress, you see another thing, and then the multiverse starts to expand and a lot of timelines start to open, and all of them don't end with me editing the video in anytime soon. So in winter maybe I will resume to do the big bag of small things, but until then I need to find time to fish, and I need to find time to edit my videos. And with that said, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.